Hi everyone. So you can see I'm here in the test notebook I just created from last time, and I'm in this shared workshop folder in a directory that I created, which has my name or initials in it. Here I just have a fake directory I created called name or initials. And you can see here is the notebook we're in, also titled over on the side. So what happens when you create a new notebook is the first cell automatically appears for you. If you use your cursor, you can click into that cell and you can see that you're able to type into that cell. I also want to show you, though, over in the right-hand corner, you can see where it says R. And this is because this is the language we told JupyterHub we will be using for coding. And so you always want to make sure that you're in the correct language, because otherwise when you run your code, it's going to get misinterpreted and it's going to throw you an error. So that's a good one to check. Make sure you're in the right language. And you can add more cells if you come over to this plus icon and hit that, it'll add another cell. So go ahead and type something like something that you would name the top of your document if you were trying to start a project here. So this could be my genotype data analysis for my favorite plant species. Now, right now, you can see at the top, we have the cell type as code. But right now, we don't want to write code. We're just trying to get our document set up. So what you can do is you have two options. You can change this to Markdown, and we want to do this for both of these. Or you can use raw. Now, I would suggest you use Markdown because Markdown allows you to type specific syntax into your text that is going to format your text for you, similar to using Microsoft Word if you want to indent or enlarge your text or make it bold. So what I have here is the pound key followed by a space and then the text I want to use for the title of my project. And this one pound key will give you a first level header. And so set it to Markdown. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use raw. And you'll want to get familiar with this icon as well. This triangle, or what looks like a play button, will run the cell for you. So it's going to run it through an interpreter. And you can see we're using Markdown for our interpreter here. So when we run it, it enlarges the text and creates a first level header for it. What I mean by first level header, and you'll get more familiar with this as you create your documents, but if you go over to your left, there's a table of contents icon, and any header you make in your document is going to show up as an outline in your table of contents, or a header in your table of contents. So you can see what happens if you use that same syntax, but put it in raw, run your cell, nothing happens to it. It leaves the text exactly how you have it. And one of the benefits that we discussed about using Jupyter Notebooks is that you can mix both documentation and code in the same place. So for example, I could do something like this. This is a command in R that will just give you the date I actually like to use this function a lot when I'm working in my notebooks because I like to document when I am doing what I'm doing in my notebook. And so I ran that and I didn't use the play button. I used a shortcut, Shift Return, and that runs your code or runs any cell, so it could be a markdown cell, and brings you to the next cell. So you can give that shortcut a try in case you like to keep your fingers on the keyboard. And now it knows to run this through an R interpreter because that's what we initiated this notebook using.